So parents often ask us what intensive treatment for selective mutism is and whether it's appropriate for their child. Here at the Child Mind Institute, we refer to our intensive treatment for selective mutism as our Brave Buddies program. We know that behavioral interventions which target children's ability to speak to more people across more settings and across more activities is most effective for selective mutism. And our intensive treatment for selective mutism takes those behavioral interventions and increases the intensity of the dose. What we know from our intensive treatments for selective mutism is that the children really gain an incredible momentum from the high dose of the behavioral interventions, and that the skills and their ability to succeed at verbalizing to more people across more settings generalizes at a much more rapid fashion than it would with treatment in its traditional format. So when you think of treatment traditionally, it tends to be in an office setting, one time a week for an hour, whereas our intensive treatments for selective mutism can range anywhere from 5 to 25 hours in 1 week. We actually step way outside the walls of an office setting, and our treatments engage the children in real-life situations such as the local ice cream store or a restaurant around the corner, or even the library, so that they can practice using these new skills and these brave muscles that they're building across real-life situations. In addition, we're able with the intensive treatments to actually individualize the treatment. And so we can tailor the treatment to a child or a family's individual needs. We can tailor it to meet the age or the developmental stage of the child. We can also actually implement the actual intensive either here in New York City for families that come out of town, or actually go to their home setting and provide the intensive treatment there in the home setting. In addition to the individualized programs, we have our regular annual Brave Buddies programs, and we have 2 multi-day programs that run 2 times a year, one at the start of the school year to really help children jumpstart into the new school year, and one in the middle of the school year around the winter months to help children again during that mid-year time in the school calendar. In addition to those multi-day intensive programs, we actually also hold one time every other month a full-day intensive. And in these programs, we get a group of children that range anywhere from 8 to 12 in a group, and we're able to create a classroom-like setting, so the children are able to come in and practice being able to verbalize in situations that are very similar to school, like raising their hand at circle time, or getting up and asking to use the bathroom. Even being able to talk to new teachers that come into the classroom and have increased exposure to speaking to peers or in front of peers during group situations. So a key to the intensive treatments is that it's a very gradual and systematic progression of increasingly more challenging activities for the children. So when we have them for an intense period of time over the course of several hours in a day, or over the course of several days in a week, we can actually help guide them through increasingly more challenging activities so that they're really able to develop those brave muscles and feel success along the way. Another really crucial component of our Brave Buddies programs for selective mutism is the parent training. And so whether it's an individualized, tailored program for a child and a family, or one of our annual regular Brave Buddies programs, there's parent training as a component. And so the parents are taught the same skills that we're using with the children during the intensives, so that when the intensive is over, they're going home and they're continuing to maintain the gains or even build more momentum, because the skills are being used on a daily basis in their home setting. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for the kids, and it's a lot of work for the parents, everyone involved. But what we hear over and over again is that the kids end up having a fabulous time and actually ask to come back. And I think the parents have a lot of fun too.